Hey guys, so today we're going to be making my delicious vegetable barley soup recipe. I eat this soup literally every day for lunch, so I thought I would share it with you guys. It's fat-free, oil-free, and packed full of nutrients and flavor. All of the ingredients will be listed in the description bar below, so if you want any details, go ahead and check that out. So we're going to start off by rinsing our grains. This is a very important step when you're cooking with grains. You want to rinse them until the water is no longer foggy. And of course we're going to be water frying today, so we don't have to use any oil. So start off, I'm just using some frozen spinach. I find it very easy. I get it at the grocery store. If you're wanting to use fresh spinach, I would go ahead and add that at the end of the recipe. And then I'm just throwing in some onion, garlic, and ginger. We're going to start off there, just sauteing these off until they're translucent. Normally I would use about a whole onion, but I didn't have any, so there's not much onion in the soup today. Then we're going to add in the carrot, because it takes longer to cook than the other vegetables. And whenever you notice your water drying up, just go ahead and add more. This will help the vegetables cook down. Now we're going to add our celery and our red bell pepper, and we're just going to saute all this until the vegetables soften a bit. Now we're going to start adding in our flavor, our seasonings. So I usually use 1 or 2 bay leaves. I was out, so I just chucked the rest in. This is some ground thyme. I also use turmeric powder. This is really good for you. It gives you a nice yellow color, but it's also full of antioxidants. Super healthy. And some paprika. This is going to give it like a nice smoky flavor. And I'm also using some tamari. This is a 50% less sodium because I am going to be using a vegetable stock in this. The less salt, the better. I usually chuck about a tablespoon of that in. Then we're going to add in our frozen veggies, which is corn and peas. And this soup is super versatile, so if you like any other vegetables in this, go ahead and add it. Whatever you have in the fridge is great. This is just what I have on hand right now and what I usually put in it, but if I have anything else that's going bad in the fridge, I'll usually chuck it in as well. Now we are going to add some tomato puree. This is just passata, no salt, no nothing, just some ground crushed tomatoes, and this makes it super yummy. Feel free to leave it out if you do not like tomatoes for whatever crazy reason. But we're going to cook this a little bit just to add a little more depth to it. Now we're going to add in our water. This recipe takes about 11 cups, and that may sound like a lot, but once your barley absorbs some of the liquid, you're left with a perfect consistency. So we just have a couple more things to add before we bring this to a boil. I'm going to add a little bit more thyme, and I'm going to add in the vegetable stock. So this package says to add 1 teaspoon for every cup of water, which would be 11 teaspoons, and that is just insane. That's so much sodium. I'm going to add about 4 teaspoons. I find that sufficient enough for this recipe, and especially because we already added a tablespoon of tamari to this. So give everything a quick stir, and we're going to cover it, bring the heat up to maximum, and let this come to a boil. And with the magic of editing, here we are. So you can scoop off this foam on the top. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I didn't this time, just depends on how you're feeling that day. And you can go ahead and add in your lentils and your barley. So give everything a quick stir, and we're going to cover this and reduce the heat to medium-low and let it simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until the barley and lentils are cooked through. And that's it. Your vegetable barley soup is now finished. It's seriously that quick and that easy. And this is a super healthy option for you guys for lunch or for the family for dinner. It's packed full of nutrients and flavor and will keep you satiated for a long time. This soup keeps good in the fridge for about a week, and it freezes good as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.